Just send it one time. Send me that freak, that nerve. Just send it one time.
Alright, y'all, so as promised, your boy coming through with the story time. I told y'all I was gonna come through with the story time, and here I am. So this is a story about how, I cheated on one of my ex-girlfriends with one of her best friends. Friend that she even worked with. However you want to say it, that's how the apple was cut. So first and foremost, I just want to be the first one to say, from this time frame, from the age of 18 to about 24, 23, something like that, I wasn't worth shit. I can take that on the chin and I can admit that. So with that being said, I like to take the time to apologize to everybody that participated in this time frame in this story. I was a piece of shit. I can admit that. So with that being said, man, without further ado, here's the story that y'all wanted. All right, so this is like right after high school, man. So the relationship that I was in wasn't going too well anyway. It was like, that point in a relationship where both sides are doing things that they know they shouldn't be doing sneaky shit, going to parties, not telling the other person. And both of us were dibbling dabbling in that shit. I'm not going to say that she cheated because I don't have proof of that. And I will say I was cheating, prior to this incident. But that's neither here nor there. that's neither here nor there. All right, so around this time, we're hanging out less. We're not really talking much. She was hanging out with her friends more. I'm hanging out with my friends more. And at the time, my friends were bachelors. Especially my main homeboy. He was a bachelor, and he was, like one of the world's best wingmen. Like, no exaggeration. This dude was the world's best wingman. So with that being said, man, he had a friend that was close to the girl. Witchamajigger, that's what I'm gonna call her, the girl I cheated with. He was friends with her friend. So he was like, hey, we about to go to a game tonight. You should ride. I ain't thinking much of it. Like, I ain't really know the girl like that. I seen her around, thought she was attractive, but never, was like, oh, I'm on her. I want that. So we end up going to the game. We don't even really talk much. Come back into town, stop and get a blunt so we can smoke. Next thing I know, I look over. It's my girlfriend's, like, A1, day one best friend in the car right next to us. Here's your sign number one. Nothing I could do. She looked me dead in my face. I looked her dead in her face. All I did was lay my damn seat back so she couldn't look directly at me. Probably an hour later, I get a phone call from the girlfriend at the time, and she says, you were with such and such. I said, no.
You lied, motherfucker!
Never happened. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Wasn't me. Must have been some other guy with green eyes, light skin. Because it wasn't me. I was at home minding my goddamn business. That's exactly what I said. I was lying like a motherfucker, of course. Of course, she believed her friend, and that just stirred up more dramas between us. So I can't actually remember how I ended up getting her number. I'm pretty sure my homeboy ended up getting the number from the girl he was messing with at the time and sliding it to me. So we ended up getting to texting and talking. Nothing crazy. She had a boy at the time. I had a girl, obviously. So it was nothing crazy. We was like, oh, we should hang out, smoke, blah, blah, blah. I think we smoked together like twice before we actually took a trip to Beach Week. So those 2 times of us talking, things got heated. More likely, I probably shot a couple shots. Still nothing too crazy, nothing that she could go back and be like, oh, such and such said this. Everything I said was, in person, nothing through text. Probably just some what you doing, you going to Beach Week, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we should link up at Beach Week, shit like that. So time goes on, here comes Beach Week. Beach Week gets here, I ride to Beach Week with my girl at the time. It's not even really talking much. It's just weird vibes. I'm pretty sure everybody's been at that point in a relationship where you just know it's pretty much over. The vibe's not there. The honeymoon phase is long gone. You just don't know how the fuck you gonna break up. And it was pretty much that situation. Looking at it now as a grown man, I should have been like, hey, I ain't feeling this no more. I think it's probably a good idea if we just walk and go our separate ways before this turns ugly. But being young, naive, thinking I'm a player from the Himalaya, shit just didn't unfold like that. So we get to Beach Week. She stays with her friends. I stay with mine. We did not stay in the same room, not even the same hotel. I think she was like on the opposite side of the beach. I'm on the opposite side, so beach week begins. You know, first night, all the homies link up in my room. You know, it's like 10 of us probably, all out on the balcony, smoking, talking shit, drinking, you know, doing what people do on beach week, you know, and then we end up going to a club. I see her in there, don't dance with her, we just eyeing each other, blah, blah, blah. We get to texting later that night, you know, and things heated up pretty quick. Shit got real at that time, you know. You just knew some shit was fitting to go down. So another day goes by, we just go out to the club again, go party, blah, blah, blah. Next night comes, we get to talking again. You know, this time it gets a little bit more detailed, you know. So, you know, I'm guessing the word gets around that me and her, you know, have been talking. I don't know who said who to what or who told people, but hey, word gets around fast, especially when you're in high school. You know, that's all people do. It seems like it's just gossip, you know. So, all right, so like I said, you know, I take full responsibility for everything that I did. You know, as a man, I can fully say I was in the wrong. But I will say this particular point of beach week is, you know, what made me pull the Steph Curry from half court, you know, and pull that bitch up and just, you know, take the shot. So we was in the club one night, you know, and I'm dancing, chilling, probably dancing with multiple girls. Saw her dancing with multiple dudes. And like, I guess like these local rappers from Myrtle Beach was up on stage, you know, and then the homies who I was with was like, hey, there go your girl and her friends or whatever. So I look. As I'm looking, she pulls her top up and flashes these local rappers. In my head, it was game over. My friends will even tell you to this day they even seen the savage come over my face. I wasn't even mad. It was like I was drunk at the time too, so it was just like, oh, I'm single. At beach week, I'm single. So let's get the party rocking. So with that being said, things from there it just became a damn, I don't even know, some type of movie. I don't even know how to explain, you know, seeing your girl's titties jiggle in front of local rappers. You know, it just didn't sit right in my spirit.
My birthday.
You know, at that, like I said, at that moment, I was single. You know, whether we had an official breakup or not, I was single. Period. That's the end of that part. With that being said, you know, I enjoyed the rest of the night. You know, I got to talking with the girl more, things heating up. We got to being more specific with each other, you know, talking in detail. And I guess rumor got out that we were talking. People probably seen us in the club talking. Gets back to the girl I was dating at the time. She calls me after the club. It's probably like, you know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, whatever time it was. She's like, can you please come talk to me? I'm in front of your hotel. Just please come talk to me. Don't do this, Sean. Just, you know how it goes. You know, I was like, nah, I'm good. I ain't really got much to say to you. You know, I feel like our actions are speaking for themselves. It's not really much to say. And she was like, don't do this, blah, blah, blah. And later on that night, you know, I linked with whatchamacallit, you know, and she pulled up to the room, knocked on the door, and, you know, she had the famous white girl fresh out the shower look, you know, with a belly shirt on and some damn shorts with the bottom of her ass poking out of it. So I guess y'all know what the fuck happened after that. You know, I ain't gonna go into detail because this ain't no damn OnlyFans, you know, but in the words of Day,
We got the rapping, and that's how it happened.
what the end of the story is, she left without me.
Okay.
At least she ain't throw my shit out on the street, but, you know, everything that was in her car, that was mine, you know, not even just for that trip, just in general, like anything that I owned in her car, she took it to my room. And that was pretty much the last time we ever kicked it. Hung out, we're together, whatever. I had to ride back with the girl and her friends. Luckily, I was cool with all of them, but hey, like that saying go, man. Don't take sand to the beach. It's already sand at that motherfucker. Y'all be safe, though.
Doing 100 on the freeway. That's what you got me doing these days. Your love so good, it's like I see things. Absolutely like I wanna switch days. I pull up on you in a drop top.